Hi, this is Russell Stannard from teachertrainingvideos.com. My favorite technology is screen capture technology, and what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you 5 brilliant examples. In fact, if you go to the end, there's actually a bonus one, so it's 6 brilliant examples of how one technology can be used for a whole range of things, like giving feedback to students and encouraging them to do speaking activities, pronunciation work, self-evaluation, all sorts of things. Really hope you like the video, and as always, if you do, please like it, please share it with other teachers, and of course please comment on it. So let's look at 5 brilliant ideas plus a bonus one of using screen capture technology. And what I've also done is there's a menu system in the description, and you can click on that and jump to the specific ideas if you just want to look for a certain one. Let's get started. So I'm going to use a technology called cast-o-matic, which is free. I'm going to click here on free recorder. I'm not even going to sign up or anything. I'm just going to click on this button here, and it's going to launch a recorder which I can use basically to record myself talking over anything on my computer screen. So it could be, for example, a PowerPoint presentation or a series of pictures, or it could be a diagram or a graph, but it could also be a list of vocabulary that I want to correct. It could be me explaining some grammar. I could use this for all sorts of things. So here it is. You can see it's now opened on the screen, completely free. I'm going to minimize now the browser. You'll see that I've got the little application open here at the bottom. Okay, so it opens like a little app onto your screen, and now you can see, God, that was lucky, it was almost the perfect size for that video. That wasn't planned, by the way. So you can see here I've got this PowerPoint slide on the screen, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to record myself talking over the PowerPoint slide as if I wanted to record some learning input. So I click on the record button. I can even have my webcam on. I won't do that, but I could even have my webcam so that I'm down here in the corner. So I'm going to click on record. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and today I'm going to do a presentation about the key technologies that are impacting on teaching and learning. Press the pause button, then I'll jump to the next slide. Okay, then I'll just carry on. Just to start with, just a little bit about me. I run a popular website called teachertrainingvideos.com. I have about I have nearly 60,000 subscribers now, actually, and today's talk is going to be really practical. Again, just press the pause button while I move on to the next slide, and I could just carry on like that. Now once I finish, I'll just click on done, and I'm going to click on save and upload, and immediately that video is ready, and I can even play that video back. Now let's check if that video is working. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and today I'm going to do a presentation about absolutely perfect. I'm going to save that on my computer. I'm going to distribute it by uploading it perhaps onto Edmodo or onto Moodle or onto Blackboard or onto Google Classroom. I'll just click on save video. I'll give the video a name, so I'm just going to click here. Sorry, not the video type is fine. I'm just going to click on the name and just call this test recording. And then I'm going to publish this on my desktop. I can see it's on the desktop. I'm going to have the cursor highlighting, which is a really nice feature. And just simply click on publish. And now that recording will be saved onto my computer, and now I can work with it. Now I'm going to open up and play the recording in a minute, but I could have also saved that recording, for example, on YouTube or even into my Google Drive. You have lots of options. So let's actually look at that video now. I can actually click on that button there just to play the video, but what I'm going to do just to show you is I'm actually going to go to my desktop, and there is the video, and I'm going to click on it, and you can see the quality is very good as well. Even though Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and today I'm going to do, even though I didn't record that full screen, you can see that it's excellent quality. So when I do the recordings in PowerPoint, if I just quickly come back, I never go full screen because I like to be able to click around the slides. I just record around that area. Now let's think of some other possibilities with this same technology. And the first one I'm going to look at is dealing with pronunciation, if perhaps you're a language teacher, okay? But this could also be applied to lots of other things. Just think about how easy it is to create what I call learning content in this case. Now I'm going to show you a second example, and in this second example we're going to focus on vocabulary and pronunciation. So again, I'm going to minimize the browser. I just need the recorder open. I've written some words here in Word, and actually what I will do with these is I'm going to mark where the stress is. So I'm just going to, let me just close that down a sec. I'm just going to click here and just mark accommodation. So it's really nice to do this because you photograph, just to help you, photographer, okay, infamous, yeah, and then famous. Okay, so I've just done that, and all I'm going to do now is click on the button here. Maybe I might put that in bigger in letters because it's just the title at the top, the students. And so I've done, let's imagine I've done a lesson and I want to go through some of the problems with the pronunciation in the lesson today. Okay, I just want to go through some of the problems in today's lesson. First word, accommodation, accommodation, and don't forget that it's double C, double M when you spell it. The next word is photograph, photograph. The stress is on the first syllable, but when we say the word photographer, we change the stress to the second syllable. Next word, infamous. Stress is on the first syllable, so it's not infamous, no, it's infamous. And the last one, famous. Okay, those were the problem words today. I hope that helps you. Okay, again, I just make the video. We click on done. And I'm going to save and upload. You already know how to do this. Now we could perhaps do something different with this video. I'm going to upload this one. Let's just listen to it first and check it's working. Okay, I just want to go through some of the problems in today's lesson. Great, so let's save this video on YouTube. So you need to just simply add in your Gmail account details, and I've already done that, see. So all you need to do is simply go, the first time when you do this, if I just click here, is add an account. Okay, click on add an account. You can see I've already got 2 accounts added, but you click on add an account and you just simply add in the details of your Gmail account. So you write your Gmail address and plus your password. Now once you've done that, you can just upload videos here, and I'm just going to put this one up, vocabulary feedback. Okay, and I'm going to just simply publish that. I'm happy with that. Unlisted is a good idea. If you upload a video onto YouTube as unlisted, it means people can't find that video on YouTube, but you can share the link with the students that you actually want to access it. Want to highlight categories education, that's fine. I publish, and it just takes a few seconds for the video to upload. And the incredible thing is I can almost play that video back immediately. So once the video is uploaded, let's actually look at the video. Now incredibly, if I was to copy the link, and then I'm just going to open a browser, so I've got my browser open and I'm going to paste that link in, that will immediately take me to that video which is already uploaded. I just want to go through some of the problems in today's lesson. First word, accommodation. Absolutely fantastic and so easy to do. Let's look at another way we could use this technology. So this next idea is that we could use it for giving feedback to students, and I first wrote about this back in 2006, and actually at the time it generated quite a lot of publicity for me. It was even in the newspapers and on the telly, this idea of actually giving feedback to students using screen capture. But let's say, for example, that this is a student's work. They've sent me their essay and I want to give them some feedback, and I've noticed a couple of problems with the essay that I want to kind of get the students to think about. So I'm going to kind of click on this one here, okay, because I just want to highlight a problem here, and I want to come down here and a couple of things. Here I'm not happy with what the students written. I need them to kind of write a little bit more about that. And then let's say, can I come down here, this one here. Okay, so let's imagine this is where I want to give feedback to my students. So what I could do now is, once I've read the paper through and marked the things that I want to give students corrections on, I can simply open up the screen capture recorder and record myself giving the feedback. So let's do that. So again, all I need to do is to launch the recorder. Once I've launched the recorder, I then minimize the browser because I just want the recorder open. I can resize it. I don't even need to make it full screen. There's no need to do that, okay, because you can scroll up and down through the text, okay. And then I'm going to click on the button here and record myself. Okay, good. Just want to give you, Tom, I just want to give you a bit of feedback. I'm not sure about your title here. I think you might want to be a bit more explicit. Better searching, or is it more effective searching, or is it in-depth searching? Okay, so that just, perhaps a more interesting title might be a good idea. I think you need to explain where the search tools tab is and what it provides before you start to go into detail about it. So make sure you're being clear within Google where the search tool can be found, okay? Because I think the readers will need to know that. You might even want to put some sort of image in here to make that clear. Just want to come down to here as well. Can you explicitly say what copyright rules are confusing? You state that, but then you don't, for example, go into any detail about it, bloody blah. So I do the feedback, okay, I click on done. I'm going to save it again, and here I can play it back and just check it's working. Okay, good. Just want to give you, Tom, I just want to give you a bit of feedback. I'm not sure about your type. Brilliant, okay? Imagine the student receiving this as a way of giving feedback. Now, what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to upload it onto my Google Drive, and I can also do that. So I click on here, and again, I've connected my account, which again, you can do the same thing. So I can, again, just simply name the video. So I'm going to call this Tom Feedback. And then what I can do is I can upload this video to Tom, and then share the link to the video. So I could save it on, I could obviously email it to him directly if it's not too long, or put it into Moodle, or put it into Edmodo or whatever, but I could also save it on perhaps YouTube, or save it on Google Drive and then share the link. So I'm going to publish this in my Google Drive. So I click here, and as usual, the video will be uploaded. And again, it's done. All I would need to do now is click on copy link, and again share that link to the student, and they will be able to watch the video. One thing about when you upload videos onto Google Drive, they do take a little while longer to process, but it would be exactly the same as if you shared the video on YouTube, but it does take a little bit longer to process. So this next idea is really simple, but so clever in terms of the impact it can have. All I've done here is I've opened up some images on the screen, but I've opened up a folder so that I can move between one image and the next. So I could line up inside a folder a whole series of images, okay? You have obviously got to think about the size of the screen. So it's obviously a good idea if all of the images are the same size. But I could like do some kind of picture show where I'm talking through, perhaps these are pictures to do with history, or pictures to do with different, let's say for example, different buildings, and you want to do a lecture around a kind of visual element. So I can literally click on the button here, and so I can talk about this first picture, bloody blah, and then I'd move on by just clicking here to the next picture. Again, obviously it would be a good idea if you try to get images that are a similar size. In fact, if I click back, I could do it that way. Okay, let's click on this one now. Now I'm going to talk about this picture, bloody blah, and then click back again. Now I'm going to talk about this picture, bloody blah, etc. All you need to do is make sure that all the pictures are in the same folder, because that way when you open up the pictures you can move between the pictures in the folder. And that's just brilliant, because I could record myself talking through all these images, and again, once I've finished, I click on done, click on save, and that video is ready. So this could be like a video picture show, perhaps talking about history, perhaps talking about geography, but this could be a whole series of graphs, or it could be a whole series of information sheets, for example in business English classes, or even in business lessons. And again, I can just play that back. So I can talk about this first picture, bloody blah. Now I'm going to talk about this picture. Absolutely fantastic, and something you can do really effectively. Now I'm going to shift over and make a point to you now. Of course, we can use screen capture as teachers, but why don't we get our students to use it? And in fact, a few years after I began experimenting with screen capture video, that's exactly what I did. I did a lot of things where I got the students to record themselves doing PowerPoint presentations, record themselves, for example, showing me their favorite website, record themselves themselves, for example, talking over a picture, record themselves, for example, answering some questions that I'd given them to answer. So loads of different ways that we could look at this, and I'm going to show you some examples. Just a super quick interlude. If you like the video that you're seeing and you want more videos, please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. Loads of different technologies that you can look at. All the videos are free. You'll see lots of interesting ones on the home page. And if you want to follow my work, the best thing to do is to sign up to the newsletter. That way you get updated with all the latest videos and the blog posts and the online webinars and online courses that I run, and a lot of them are free. And at the moment, if you sign up, actually there is a special 6-part free training video in using technology in your teaching and learning. Right, let's get back to the training. So I've done loads of experiments like this where I've simply got the students to do a recording, and what I have found though is that you do need to give them quite a lot of guidance. One thing that you can think about is actually preparing the speaking activity in the classroom with the students and then getting them to do the recordings for homework, and then they can simply email the recording to you. They can upload it onto YouTube and then send you the link, and if they send it as unlisted, then only you can play it back. So, you know, all a student would literally need to do is to open up the screen capture technology, and again we got it on the screen. Again, just minimize the browser so that you've just got the app open, and then obviously set it to the size. Now, the other nice thing here is if you really want to make sure that it really is that student that's doing the recording, you do have the option, of course, to choose to have them with their webcam on as well, and you can do it that way. And when you do this activity, you even have the option of really making sure that it is the student speaking by getting them to actually record with the camera. Now, I'm not going to do that because I'm doing a screen capture of a screen capture and it actually creates a problem, but it is a possibility, okay? So that you've really got evidence that it is that student speaking. You click on the record button and the student could then record themselves. So this weekend was fairly lazy. I was at home, but I did manage to do quite a lot of sports. I did some yoga, I did some training, some football training, and I also managed to do a little run as well on Sunday morning. So generally the rest of the weekend I spent working, blah. Yeah, I do the recording. I can obviously stop and start again if I want. Click on done. I'm a student, yeah, and then I would then send that to my teacher. Now, I could be talking over a picture, I could be talking over a PowerPoint slide, I could be talking over a website, I could be talking over for example, a graph, if it was business English or business language work. I could be talking over some sort of table of information, literally anything. So we can not only use these technologies ourselves, but we can put these technologies in the hands of our students. So this is my bonus tip, and it's an idea that I use a lot. That is, if I've ever got to show the students how to use a particular technology or how to log into my course or how to access my Moodle course, then I make videos that quickly show them what to do. So you could do this easily using screen capture. Let's say that you want to show your students how to log in to Edmodo. Well, all you would do is, again, launch the recorder, the same as always. Remember, then once you've got the recorder open as an app, you can minimize the browser. Again, you would just simply, in this case I just need to jump actually to the Edmodo page. Make sure you open it up to the right size, okay, because what you want to do is show your students how to log in, for example, to your course, and then you would turn on the video and simply say to them, okay guys, these are just quick instructions on how to sign up to Edmodo so you can join me on my course. All you need to do is click over here and then click on student account, blah, and I could make the video and of course then send the video. Now, I do this all the time. I make videos to help my students so that they can very quickly get to the content I want to share with them. For example, if I'm ever teaching them to use Quizlet or to use a particular technology in my lessons, again, I make videos to show them how to do it. Okay, really hope you liked that video. please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com if you're looking for more free training videos in using technology. There's a whole range of technologies here at the top of the screen. And also, if you want to follow my work, please sign up to the newsletter. We got about 11,000 people on the newsletter now, and you get a free kind of 6-part training course if you sign up to the newsletter. And that way you'll get updated with all the latest blog posts and also the videos and the webinars and the online courses that I organise. Of course, you can also sign up to my YouTube channel, and if you sign up to that, don't forget to click on the bell so that you get all the updates. And finally, if you were thinking of asking me to do a presentation at your organisation, then you can contact me. Doing lots of talks these days around things like Zoom and Camtasia and Moodle, and ideas for teaching in the classroom or teaching online as well. And thank you very much.